to give us an update here on the transportation. Then Anthony will be next, and we'll head right into the budget conversation. So thank you, Nate.
Good evening, everyone. I first wanted to start out with the state of the department and our little bit of a driver shortage that we're still experiencing. We are still 3 drivers short right now. We are trying to work the best that we can with this. I don't think there's any more consolidation that we can do. It's something that we look at on a weekly basis to try to see if there is a way to improve the service that we're giving to the students and the parents of the school district. In years past, we had 57 routes with about 3 to 5 spare drivers. Now we have 53 routes with 0 spare drivers. So this is happening, unfortunately, nationwide. And like I said, we're working on this as quickly as possible.
So if you don't mind me asking, with the 0 spare drivers, what happens if a bus driver's out?
They use the mechanics in the shop and also the safety manager that's there.
Okay, and they have all the training that's necessary?
That is correct. They're all vested in the correct SED procedures and policies, as well as 19A for DMV.
So our bus drivers would be the mechanics in the bus garage, not people that have typically driven the route. Is that right?
That is correct, but the mechanics have been here for several years, so they're familiar with a lot of where the routes go and the areas that the routes go.
And they have the certification that they need to be able to drive a bus, licensing rather, sorry.
Yeah.
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So they
one
are
thing
spare
that-
drivers.
I'm sorry?
So they are spare drivers.
Well, technically,
I'm a
yes,
spare
they are
teacher,
spare
too, but I
drivers, but we
haven't
don't
got
like
through
to
all
use
the
them as spare drivers. Just because when they're not in the shop, they're not working on the vehicles,
right.
which parts have been an issue getting, so they're trying to balance that out as well.
Absolutely.
One thing that I did bring into the school district was the extended stop arm program. I'm sure you've seen some of them out in the school district. It's the 6-foot arm that extends out into the open roadway. We've seen really great success with this, on average about 87% on the pilot that we did last year. Royal Coach is giving us 3 every school year for the next 3 years. We got our first 3 this year with our contract, and we had the one that was donated last year, so that gives us a total of 4 on those. They've been placed on the worst routes that we've seen the most passers. We're continuing.
And all the buses have cameras that, or some notification or is it the bus drivers that?
It's the bus drivers that give those reports.
Bus drivers, okay.
There's a form that they fill out, so if a motorist does pass their red lights, they can get their license plate, if they're able to get their license plate and the make, model, and color of the vehicle. DMV just sends them a nasty-gram. It's nothing that's fine enforceable or anything like that. One thing that we are working on, it's not approved fully in Westchester yet, is the stop arm cameras. With the stop arm cameras, that's something that will be enforceable by local law enforcement. So we're really looking forward to that. It's in Suffolk County right now, and they've seen a tremendous improvement in passing motorist violations down there.
Thank
Good.
you.
One other thing that we've been doing is, in the past, our monitors used to get the training that our drivers got. So twice a year, the drivers and monitors have to go through a 2-hour safety course, which when you have monitors sitting in a class that's kind of designed for drivers, it's not always the best scenario for them. So we brought in some of our own programs to teach some socio-emotional things to our bus attendants, to get them to think outside of themselves and to empathize with the students on their buses. One other thing that I also thought was very important, especially with the kids being home for so long, SED only requires that we do 3 bus drills a year. We now do 4 here at Somers, just because I feel that there's better ability to perform when we have repetition, so that's something that we've improved as well. And we've also implemented for K through 5 a good behavior bus club, where drivers have the ability to submit a form to transportation. I work with the administrators and talk it over with them and see if they're good in school, and then they get a certificate saying that they've had outstanding behavior on the bus.
Thank you, Nate. Any questions from the board on?
Great, thank you.
You didn't bring any CL CDL licensing with you. I thought we'd have to pass out some.
If anybody wants a CDL
yeah,
book,
right,
they're
right.
readily available in the transportation department.
Ray, are you suggesting that we deserve one of the good behavior clubs? To not ask them
I'm not going to go that far. You know what I'm saying?